law of gravity is nonsense. No such law exists. If I think I float, and you think I float, then it happens.
The universe is pure intelligence, absolute, unerring, perfect. So what's the difference between the ocean and the stars and the subatomic world and you? Ego. Ego-clad beings alone are capable of imperfection. We alone, in our segregated condition, are capable of all the things the universe isn't. Error, folly, emotionality, stupidity, appreciation, love, hate, exploration, awe, self-importance, meaning, art, genocide, and a very long list of other qualities, including, most importantly for our purposes, aspiration. We can aspire beyond ourselves, beyond segregated selfhood. We can transcend our own natures. We can aspire to divest ourselves of our self-limiting programming and merge back into the integrated condition from which ego artificially segregates us. Ultimately, of course, an ego-bound humanity is a subsystem, just like the ocean and the stars and the grass, and what looks like error from within is perfection from without. We are perfect in our imperfection, flawed by design. When we divest ourselves of our egoic insistence on judging actions, intentions, thoughts, and feelings as right or wrong, good or bad, positive or negative, we see that the only criteria by which anything might be judged is by whether or not it occurs. The heretic is correct in committing his heresy, if he does, and the angry mob is correct in burning him to death, if they do. There is no right or wrong or good or evil, only is and isn't. Whatever is right. All is for the best in this, the best of all possible worlds. The other literary observation to make here is from 1984, where the difference between a belief and a paradigm is highlighted by protagonist Winston Smith's axiom: freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 makes 4. If that is granted, all else follows. What Winston learns later, during the course of his reprogramming in the Ministry of Love, is that what can be granted can also be ungranted, and that 2 + 2 actually equals 5, or 3, or whatever the party says it equals. Making that minor adjustment to Winston's belief set, however, is not enough for his benefactors' malefactors.
Only the disciplined mind can see reality, Winston. It needs an act of self-destruction, an effort of the will.
Even his last shred of selfhood, that truest truth in his heart of hearts, which he is most certain can never be taken from him, his love for Julia, can, and as he will learn in room 101, be stripped away in a minute or two, just like any other belief. Thus is Winston Smith's Buddha killed.
No one escapes, Winston. There are no martyrs here.
With the exception of the subjective I am, all knowledge is just belief, and all beliefs are just costume jewelry that can be torn off and tossed in the gutter like the cheap egoic adornments they are. We don't have beliefs. They have us. 2 plus 2 makes 4 is exactly as true as 2 plus 2 makes 5. The truest truth we keep in our heart of hearts is no more true than the truths we tell children and traffic cops. 2 plus 2 makes whatever we say it makes. This is what O'Brien, Winston Smith's savior, persecutor, refers to as collective solipsism, or its opposite. "But how can you control matter?" Winston burst out. "You don't even control the climate or the law of gravity, and there are disease, pain, death." O'Brien silenced him by a movement of his hand. "We control matter because we control the mind. Reality is inside the skull. You will learn by degrees, Winston. There is nothing that we could not do. Invisibility, levitation, anything. I could float off this floor like a soap bubble if I wished to. I do not wish to, because the party does not wish it. You must get rid of those 19th century ideas about the laws of nature. We make the laws of nature." The truth is that no belief is true, and to say that any belief is true is to open the floodgates and say that all beliefs are true. No untruth is more or less true than any other untruth. When we are lucid within the dream state, we see that 2 plus 2 equals 4. But when we are non-lucid within the dream state, no such restrictions apply. And even 2 plus 2 equals 4 is just another belief. Anything plus anything equals anything. 2 plus 2 equals whatever we say it equals. It can equal different things to different people at different times for different reasons. In the sleeping dream state, your 2 2s can be 7, and mine can be 1. Maybe the 2 plus 2 equal 5s, and the 2 plus 2 equal 3s hate each other and have been warring for centuries. Maybe they're barely aware of each other. Or maybe they're uneasily allied against the 2 plus 2 equals 7s. The world belongs to the 2 plus 2 equals 4s at the moment. But as 1984 helps us see, that can change. That's life in the non-lucid dream state, where truth is arbitrary and reality is only an hopeless fancy.